All right, guys, I'm Michal Alan from TravelCostaRicaNow.com. My partner in crime, Alan Tarjay, the odd couple Costa Rica. He's the oddest.
Wait.
What happened?
I'm Alan from I am Michal Alan. And Travel Costa Rica Now right now. It's the big coffee cup time. It's Halloween.
And I am Alan Tarjay in my black t-shirt. I haven't worn a t-shirt that wasn't white for, I don't know, years. Anyway, guys, man, this is gonna be. We've had a long, fun day right now as we speak from Rios Este Sunset Del Mar Resort at the relocation retreat. We got a Halloween party going on right now. This relocation retreat is rocking. We've had all good groups, I want to say, but this group, there's some drinkers, there's some partiers. They're ready to rock. They're ready to do some Halloween. We just had a great dinner. We had a great day. We had some great speakers, and we're going to talk about all that in a minute. But anyway,
how about we give them a quick clip? You want to give them a quick clip of what's happening?
Yeah, let's give them a quick clip. Let's do it.
Whoop. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, but see, what they don't know, that's just a preliminary. That was just after dinner having dessert. So that was about 10 minutes ago. That's close to live, but right now there's dancing going on, There's dancing going on, there's party going on. There were shots already happening when we came over here, man.
Look, we are partying right now. You know what? It's so awesome. You come to this retreat and it ain't just about learning all about Costa Rica, but man, we have fun while we're here.
We do. And you know what? Any other relocation retreat that you've ever heard of in Costa Rica, I'm telling you, it's not this one. They're not having this much fun, giving this much information. And you know what? We don't talk about this enough, Alan. The people, they don't know each other when they come here. They do not know each other. There are connections being made every day and night, man. Friendships that keep going, connections in business, connection. And I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about just the people coming here. They're making their own friends, their own connections. And it is so cool to see that, man. I love seeing those connections being made because a lot of them are going to be lifelong. Some of them are just business. Some are more friendship based. Some of them because they're in the same area. Some of them they're from the same part of the U.S. or from Canada. It's very nice to see, man. I really like that.
Really like that. Talk about fun. I mean, we just left there. Dino, military man. He's talking with Adam and Lisa and their 14-year-old girl, and they just having a great time. People, like you said, they're making connections, they're sharing contacts because they're all like-minded. They're all wanting to come to Costa Rica. Hey, I mean, it was like Adam, he's from Canada. Dino, he's somewhere in the United States, and they just all having a great time.
You know what? It was funny, before about 3 o'clock when you guys were out having fun on a zip line, having a great time. A few people didn't go, but most people did. Dino's having a cigar. He's having some shots with Mike. This crew, we've had some fun crews in the past, but this crew's probably got a little bit more, let's say, partying.
Outgoing.
Yeah, but again, all the groups are different, but it's been super fun. And, we had a couple great speakers today, Alan. We had Pablo, and the people that know Pablo, he's our import-export guy. He's the one that brings your household out to Costa Rica. And if you don't like Costa Rica, he'll take it back for you too. So he's our import-export guy. We love him, man. Anybody that's he works hand in hand. He's telling everybody what he does. And I just got a quick story about him. For those of you who don't know or don't follow me, which is fine. But anyway, I made a video with Pablo, and the whole video, he's an import-export guy. That's what he does. That's how he makes his money. We made an entire video on why you shouldn't ship your car to Costa Rica. Why you shouldn't. That's what he does to make his money. And he was telling people, don't ship your car. Now, that's a whole nother video, and we made this video, but I'm just saying those are the people we circle ourselves with, people that are honest, transparent, good people, want to make money, want to make their money, but not at your expense, not at a gringo price rate. And I really love that. And Pablo's one of the best guys we have at this relocation retreat. So I thought that, I always love to hear him talking.
You hit it now, spot on, Michael. Whenever we decided to start doing these events, our number one goal was to make sure that we could protect all of the people that came to the event. We wanted to make sure I got scammed when I came down here, okay? And we wanted to make sure you don't get scammed. So you're not getting scammed, and you come down here, all your information is protected, the privacy, everything is secure, so we just having an awesome time. It's just amazing. And look, I love this. I love this right here. Muka, Alan looks really happy tonight. Hey,
well,
Steve. What's up with the black team, Michael?
Let me explain this. So Alan had a pretty good idea, and it was very, very funny. I wish somebody taped it. So right before dinner, Alan's been kind of being the MC of this event. So he's kind of getting people, making sure they're on time. But he got up and he's giving a little spiel. And all of a sudden, since it's Halloween, he decides he's going to dress as me, Michal Alan. He takes off his black T-shirt. He has a white T-shirt, a coffee cup, and starts making fun of me. I almost needed a safe space. I really felt my self-esteem plummeting. But after he did his spiel, I got up, took my white T-shirt off. I had this T-shirt on, and I did my best Alan impersonation. And I got to tell you, Alan, we got some pretty hearty laughs.
That was good. Look, I wasn't expecting Michael to come back. He came back, and he came back hard.
I got to tell you, Alan, I'm a little itchy in this black T-shirt, but I got to say, I think I feel it out a little better than you do, dude.
It looks you just threw me under the bus. No, you throw me under the bus.
I'm going black. I don't even like white anymore. I'm doing Darth Vader from now on.
I'm gonna have to leave. I'm gonna have to go to the party. I'm gonna have to leave.
I don't know, man. I wish people could have this experience, man. This is the funnest thing for me. I love making videos. I know you do too. I love sharing information. But man, my favorite thing, man, is meeting these people. They are so deer-eyed. They want to take in all this info. They're so excited. I'm not saying they're picking Costa Rica, but they're just taking this information in like a sponge. I'm having some of my best discussions outside of the conference room. I mean, there's some good discussions going on, and it's a really cool thing. I just love meeting these people, man. This is the best thing ever, man. This is really nice. I wish everybody's down here to experience it, man.
Hey, I hate to tell you, Lutzy, but my Michael, he's my brother from another mother. That's all it is to it.
I don't know. I see we look like twins, but I'm gonna say that I might be the better looking twin, dude.
No.
Just saying. I look good in this black. I'm not giving this back. I like this. I look Johnny Cash cool. Johnny Cash cool.
Look out. Wait, I agree with Steve. When you go black, you don't go back.
All right, I'm not touching that. I am not Steve, I can't believe you went there. Steve went there. It's getting inappropriate. I feel like we're getting inappropriate.
Steve went there. Cheesecake, you got it going on, Cheesecake. We were talking about you today.
Yeah, we were. Hey, you know what? They had Steve. They did serve. That was today, right? For lunch?
That was today.
Or yesterday. Cheesecake. Anyway, they served some cheesecake, and of course we had to. We hey, you should have been here when our pal Steve was here. We called him Mr. Cheesecake, and we told the story of Steve, and everyone got a big kick out of that. And actually, they wanted to verify if he made good cheesecake, but We don't know what's going on with Steve. We don't know if he's coming out here to spread his cheesecake love or not. I don't know. Maybe he'll chime in and say if he's going to spread the cheesecake love. I don't know.
So back to the retreat today, we really just had an awesome time because, hey, it was like Michael said, we had Pablo coming out here. And, Pablo's talking about, is it good to ship? Is it not good to ship? And what should you ship? Hey, what stuff? Be careful not to put weapons in there. Be careful not to put used underwear. Really? No used underwear being shipped. It's just amazing, the difference in Costa Rica. And then, of course, today I'm talking about construction. And I actually brought a contractor out and talking about, because, hey, construction in Costa Rica is huge. I mean, it's nowhere near like what you would imagine in your country. It's so different. So, man, we learned a lot of stuff about construction, about building permits, about, all kind of things. And, we just really had a phenomenal time. And then, of course, we went to go out waterfall rappelling, zip lining. And, the majority of people went, because when you come, you don't want to just learn stuff. You want to experience the culture, do some tours. And boy, we had a blast today.
I'm going to say it again because I have to say it at least once every podcast. Again, you're talking about the construction, having your guy out here, having Pablo out here. The contacts, guys, are, I'm not saying you have to come here, but I'm just telling people that the contacts are worth the price of admission. These people, if you can circle yourself and come down to Costa Rica and circle yourself with these people, you are on the right track. In construction, one of the scammiest, most take advantage of being a gringo, if the gringo doesn't know what he's doing down here and he wants to construct his house and he circles himself with the wrong people, all of a sudden, you're out thousands of dollars. You're midway, half constructed, maybe have your foundation. You're kind of getting, oh my God, what's happening? I'm being ripped off. You can't stop. You're in the middle. What do? Well, here's what you do. You don't start off with bad contacts or people that you don't know. So I'm just saying these contacts down here, again, construction, real estate, I would say. Pablo will be the first to tell you that the import-export, and we've all seen the movies, they're all smuggling drugs in containers and putting dead bodies in containers, and I'll give you $5,000 if you ship my porn or whatever it is. That's one of the most corrupt businesses. It really is. I mean, he'll tell you that. So again, having yourself circled with these people that are honest is just a lot of stress just melts away because I tell everybody if I would use Pablo with my mom or your construction guy with my mom, that's my indicator. If I wouldn't, they're not worth it, So I really like that, and I can't stress it enough because it's just not about the relocation, the cultural stuff. It's just these contacts are super important, and I can't say it enough. But I will. Stop
absolutely. Now. Another guy that we had here was a super good guy who, a realtor, okay? And, sometimes I like to say, well, do you really need a realtor or not? Well, the one thing that you might not know is that in Costa Rica, everybody can call themselves a realtor, so, and there used to be absolutely zero regulations. And so, the horror stories is the fact that if you don't have a bona fide person, one guy I know personally was getting ready to buy a property in Nassau. And I mean, he was excited about it. He was getting ready to send the down payment to hold that property, contacts the guy to send the money. And the guy says, I don't have a good, I don't have a good feeling about this. I want it. Send the money. I want to buy it. So the guy actually does a little bit of research and finds out, he gets back to the guy and says, look, that property has already been sold 3 times already. Same piece of property. Woman doesn't even own the property. Okay. So, hey, it's that kind of thing that we're doing here to protect you from getting into wrong people.
Sue, I really hate that it sounds like Costa Rica is full of scams and full of people that will take advantage of you. But unfortunately, with being another country and they know it's gringos like it, you can't help but have a little bit of that element or a lot of that element. And I hate, we're talking and I feel bad that we're kind of going, yeah, Costa Rica's got this element of people that will take advantage and not just Ticos, guys, not just Ticos. We talked about it numerous times. The gringo, your friend that lives, came in, was brought up in the same place you were. He will rip you off just as much as a Tico will. But, we just want to warn you about it. It's unfortunate, but it is here, and we got to be truthful about that. So, again, we can save you from, a lot of that. So.
That's right. That's right. It's just, no matter where you go in the world, you're going to find some corruptness. And it's just kind of unfortunate that being Costa Rica is a third world country. I like that, right? There's a lot of stuff that's kind of behind the times, okay? But they just don't have what some of the other countries have as far as law enforcement. So when you get taken advantage of, there's no such thing as going to small claims court to sue somebody to get that. You absolutely have zero recourse when someone takes advantage of you. And that's why it's so important to surround yourself with the right people, because I can tell you, I was hard-headed and I'm like, oh man, I know what to do. I don't need any help, and I lost $30,000 in the first year. That don't feel good. I hate to admit that.
Well, I will say I don't like to say Costa Rica's a third world country. That sounds a little too bad sewage. I think
because it's got a bad connotation, right?
I would say I think Costa Rica is a developing country. I don't like to go with the third world because I don't think it's. I don't know. I think of sub-Africa or some like place with no sanitation, no hot water, no toilets. That's what I think of as third world. So I definitely Costa Rica, I think, is a developing country. They're going there. So I just want
You're right. It's a lot less developed. It's made a lot of progress in the 10 years that I've been here. And I know you've seen the same thing, right?
Yeah. Oh, hey, our friend Cheesecake Steve. Next year, Cheesecake in La Fortuna. Here I come. I'm going to be waiting.
Hey, I love what Dakota is saying right here. Honesty sells, no sugarcoating. And that's what I want to hear. When I get there next year, do I need a notebook? No, you do not. You can bring a notebook, but you know what? As Mike and I continue to promote and put this on, this year, for the first time, we have workbooks. So we have workbooks, and it has questions in there, and there's places for you to take notes. There's places for you to get contact information so that when you do leave, there is a lot of information, but now you've got it somewhere to where you can zoom in again when you leave. You've got the notes, you've got the contacts, and we're just trying to make it better and better every year.
You know what? I just want to push back a little bit. Let's talk about this for a second. I love that she said honesty sells, but actually I don't believe that. I actually think lying sells more. I think dishonesty sells more. I think a lot of times people don't really like honesty that much. And if you're a little too honest, they almost think you're bad-mouthing the culture in the country. So I wish that was right. But unfortunately, and I know the sentiment was a positive statement, so I'm not even really attacking that statement per se. I just, we could easily go, hey, come on down to Costa Rica right now. And if you act now, you can get 2 houses for the price of 1. I have a place. Unfortunately, I think misinformation, dishonesty, lying, manipulation, deception sells more. We could actually do better if we deceived you. Yeah, actually. So,
well, you're right about that, and I totally understand what Dakota is saying. And we've always said, that, hey, we're going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. And, nobody does that. Nobody.
Alan, it hurts me. It hurts me when I have to go, man, I'm sorry, but this is the way it is here. And unfortunately, this bad thing is true. And it hurts me to say it. It saddens me. But, how can you make a good decision if you don't have the right answers? It's too easy to go, no, hey, Dakota, it's watch my lips. It's paradise. It's paradise. When you're having your coffee in the morning, macaws are going to fly by. A white Capuchin monkey's going to come up and ask you for a banana. It's freaking parrot. No, that's not the truth of the matter. So, I mean, it can be a paradise. Don't get me wrong.
That's right. But what you're saying, Michael, that's the number one reason that we decided to join forces and do this together. Because, no other place in the world will give you the bad and the ugly. It's exactly what you said. They want to tell you what they think you want to hear because they want you to come so that they can turn around and sell, and just manipulate. And you know, that hurts me.
Or they minimize the bad. They'll say it, but they'll minimize it. You know what I mean? They'll say, yeah, that's kind of true, but it's not that bad. Well, maybe it is. You know, maybe it is. So I don't know. It's right. Again, I totally like the sentiment. Honesty does sell, and I appreciate her saying that, and because she's kind of making a positive statement for us, so I like that. But it's actually much easier to sell when you lie.
Yeah, and you know, it's unfortunate. It's all called marketing, and so we call it marketing. I mean, and I, you know, because I teach marketing, and I tell people, I says, you know, I used to sell supplements years ago. And just because you say that you've got the best supplement, I mean, you got to understand, nobody says we're the second best country in the world. We got the second best schools. Nobody says that. We're the best country in the world. We got the best education. We got the best hospitals. We got the best. It's marketing. Okay. And if you understand that, you can begin to realize, are they intentionally lying to me? Yes. No, it's marketing. We got the best this. We got the best that. It's all part of marketing.
Yeah, it is. It's unfortunate, but that's kind of the way the world works. And, you know, we try to do what we can do so people can make good decisions. That's for them. You know, that's all right. We can do. So
that's right. That's right, Muka. You know, Mike and I put on this event. We have Sarah Elena that joins in with us. You know, so what happened is, you know, Sarah Elena used to do this all by herself, and it was a lot of work. Okay, she had just practically quit doing these, and so hey, I reached out, talked to Mike, talked to Sarah. Hey, let's join forces. Let's do this thing together so we can then give you everything you need to know. Not just from one perspective. You're hearing from Sarah Elena, a young woman who, a lady who came here very young. You know, she decided she wanted to go to Costa Rica, not really sure how she was going to do it, how she's going to make a living. And then she's really like an overnight success story who goes out and helps people to move to Costa Rica, okay? And then you got Mike, 18 stinking years in Costa Rica, okay? Having a blast, staying in La Fortuna in the touristy areas where I never go. And then you got me and Rebecca, who decided, you know, we traveled all over the place and just checking out everything. So you got our perspective. And right now, Rebecca's at the party without me. And I won't be long. We'll be there.
You know, there's a few people that helped put this together. This is not a single person making this happen. We couldn't do this. We couldn't do this without Sunset Del Mar. You know, we talked about this yesterday. I'll just mention it real quick. Somebody said, why don't you do these around Costa Rica? Well, it's easy reason. We are on a great beach, right on the water, in a great resort. And it's like, why would we move that? You know, I'm not going to San Jose, dude. I actually probably, if Alan said, hey, Michael, we're going to start putting this relocation on. We have a really nice place in San Jose. They have a jacuzzi in the, I wouldn't do it. I want to enjoy myself. I want to have fun, and I want you guys to have fun. It's also part vacation. There's no zip lining from one building to the other in San Jose. There's no rappelling.
You got it.
We got the full ball of wax here. Why would we move it? It's a great locale. It's not too far from San Jose. It's far from me. I have a 5.5-hour trek, but it's worth it for me because I would rather come here than almost any other place. So we have the whole full package, but there's about 5-6 integral people that make this whole thing happen. It's not just Alan, not just me or Sarah, you know, the owner of the hotel. There's all kinds of things going on that make this thing happen.
Absolutely. It really is a huge team effort. You know, whenever we started this thing, I didn't want it to be all about me. I wanted it to be about you. And so we had to put together a great team, great location. It's like you said, ain't no zip lining from building to building in San Jose. There ain't no monkeys in San Jose, but down here you can see the monkeys. You can see the
macaws, dude. The macaws are out in force. Not just the big red ones, but the man. It's a macaw fest down here. And Steve brings up a good point, because I got to tell you, Steve, I wouldn't be doing a podcast with this Alan dude, this odd couple, if he wasn't married to Rebecca, because Rebecca keeps him breathing right, keeps him on the straight and narrow. And if Rebecca wasn't involved, I wouldn't be involved, just so we're clear. And I think Alan knows that. He knows he's got some issues. He understands that he needs a safe space every now and then, needs to calm down. And Rebecca's there for him. So Steve, thanks for pointing that out. I just thank you.
Hey, check out what Jennifer said. Jennifer says, put our house on the market today. Moving to La Fortuna. Wants a house next to Michael, okay? For us, it's the most beautiful area in Costa Rica.
Well, I'm gonna, hear because we all have our things we like. I've a lot of people, if they watch my videos, they already know this about me. I don't know, man. That Arenal volcano has always spoken to me. It's, everyone's got their little spirit animal. They like what they like. But I just find that the majesty of the Arenal volcano looking down on La Fortuna and Lake Arenal is just this perfect, picturesque, beautiful setting. I don't know. I never, ever get tired of it. The Ticos, and this happens everywhere. I did it in Las Vegas. You live in Las Vegas, you take a lot of things for granted. I had some of the best shows ever in Vegas, and I didn't go see them until I was about to leave. I said, we should still go see these shows that have been available to me every night. So the Ticos, the people that live or brought up in La Fortuna, they take the volcano for granted. That doesn't mean nothing to them. And I understand that because it's always there. But me, I've been there 18 years and I still just look at it and go, damn, that is the shit. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know I was into volcanoes like that, but.
Well, you're right. I mean, when I was living in Las Vegas, I was there a year. I did the exact same thing, getting ready to leave. Rebecca's ready to go to Costa Rica. And I'm like, dang, I missed out on all the shows, You're right. Hey, Muka brings up a good point. Where can I find the schedule for future events? Hey, we're working out the dates for the next event.
Right now.
So pretty soon you're going to hear. And so we're looking toward March. Okay. But hey, you're going to hear about the next event real soon. Hey, check out what Bill said. Costa Rica sells itself once you visit. But what you guys are doing, informing the uninformed as to what to expect, it's priceless. Hey, thanks, Bill, because you're right.
Again, I understand that sentiment and I appreciate it. It's very positive and I like it. But see, I don't know. Yes, you look at it and it's beautiful. It's freaking beautiful. But that beauty comes with the price if you don't know what you're getting into. So, I like that he put that you go further in aiding people because that's the part that's true. Because you can't let the beauty and the paradise and the loveliness of Costa Rica cloud what happens around here, and it's not for everybody. So just because it's beautiful doesn't mean you should be here. Maybe it's not for you, Go ahead.
Mike, I'm glad you brought that up because I'm sure what nobody here today on this live knows is that the majority of people that move to Costa Rica, unfortunately, within the first 2 to 5 years are leaving Costa Rica. And that's because they were ill prepared. They weren't equipped. The reason we give you the good, the bad, and the ugly, and we talk about the negative, it's not to scare you. It's to prepare you. If you know what to expect, you're prepared, and then it doesn't scare you. It doesn't you're ready. You're forewarned, and you can be prepared so that those things don't happen to you.
I would agree, but some people's personalities aren't. They're too high strung. They're too wound tight. And if you're wound tight and it's your way or the highway, or you get pissed off, or you're annoyed quickly, or oh my God, I can't believe this is taking so long. Why don't they open another line? Damn it! Come on, this bank is going to. If you're like that, again, you're not going to make it. And all the beauty in the world won't keep you here because you're going to be annoyed by the little annoyances that can happen here. And that's the truth of the matter. There's things that they do that you're not going to change, even though we all know they could do a few things better. They could, easy things. And you're kind of going, why don't they do this thing? Can't think like that. You cannot think like that. This is the way they do it. You're not changing. They don't care what you do in the United States. They don't care what you do in Canada. They do what they do, and that's it.
Always have.
Yeah.
You know, they always done it that way, always gonna do it that way. So you got to learn to adapt and overcome. Check out what Bill says here. Bill says, I already own a property in Costa Rica less than 2,000 feet south of the resort we're at now. You know, hey,
have we met him? Do we know Bill? Do we know Bill? Why is he?
I don't know, but hey, Bill knows us. And
why
but
don't you
right.
come over, Bill? Come on over. Why don't you stop by? We're going to be out. We're going to be partying in about 15 minutes. Come on over. What's up? Do we know you? I don't know. Do we know?
Estorils is one of those hidden secrets, and that's some of the things you get to learn. Estorils is a place where, man, look, it's like owning the private beach, because nowhere in the United States can you go and have a quiet, serene beach. Costa Rica, Estorils is an awesome beach, you know, and it's not jam-packed with people.
Alan, this black shirt is making me itch, dude. I can't. I'm going to have to give it up. It was fun for a minute to be you, but your shirt's making me itch. I feel a little evil in it, and I'm gonna have to take it off soon. I just want to let you know.
But well, you know, hey, I'm feeling your pain. I'm feeling your pain.
There you go.
There we go.
If I do this, it's not gonna be good. Yeah, I'm not gonna. We don't. I've gotten too old for that, so I'm gonna wait a second. I'm just gonna be itchy with your. I got Alan all over me. Good Lord, it's too much. It's too much. Hey, I love it. You know, Eduardo Diaz. He's my guy, man. He is my guy. He always. If I'm feeling blue, if I'm having even a downtime, he puts the best comments. Makes me feel good. Always says what he's doing. He's like, just like he's doing now. He says this stuff, and it's the best stuff. Nobody lives to Pura Vida like Eduardo does. I'm telling you, he always brightens my day. He comments on almost all my videos, and he's always got just great Pura Vida things to say and relax and chill. And I'm having a beer. I'm watching my kids do this. I'm vacation. I mean, he's always puts a smile on my face. So just want to, hey, can you do some fireworks for me, please? Fireworks for Eduardo? Yeah. Fire, come on. Yes.
Eduardo. Hey, talking about that, that's a good place to put it to an end, because we've got people who want us to come back to the Halloween party.
Yeah, guys, we got to go. We appreciate you coming. We're going to be back at 8 for probably a longer segment, but we are obligated. This is our relocation retreat, and we do got to be out there, but we also feel obligated to you, and we love doing this. But we got to cut it just a little short and get back out there and get in our party and spirit. And I got to get this freaking Alan shirt off me because it's just changing. Yeah. Anyway, guys.
He's feeling too good.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys, man, more than you know. And we will hopefully see you tomorrow night, also at 8 o'clock. I am Michal Alan from TravelCostaRicaNow.com. That is Alan Target.
Alan Richard. He's trying to push my buttons.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow, all right? Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween.